What's up guys, DuArktik here with another Marvel Strike Force video, and in this video we're going to talk about Spider-Man big time and why this character is so bad. It's terrible. This character is really terrible. I cannot understand how Scopely can not sell this character but put the character in the game and then ask us for like $500 worth of dark promotion credits in order to put in him. So even if you're not buying this character directly, there is a huge price when it comes down to dark promotion credits, and I don't think the character justifies it. We have other characters with dark promotion credits as well that are so much better than Spider-Man big time that it's really hard for me to understand what the hell is going on. Now there are some rumors that this character is going to have some kind of rework. There are some rumors that we'll have more Infestation characters. There are some rumors that the next legendary Black Cat will be related somehow with this character, with some synergies, but at this point in time we don't have any information. And today is the day that the Red Stars will become available, and that means that, well, if you can afford it, you can spend it hundreds and hundreds of dollars in dark promotion credits, directly or indirectly, in order to get Red Stars on this guy. So we're gonna talk about him, Spider-Man big time. We're gonna minor touch up on the team as well, and why this character is just so bad, especially when you compare them to the other characters that were released in the same way, like Zombie Iron Man and Quicksilver. So as always, if you like the information on this video, make sure to share it with your friends on Facebook and Discord. If you're new to my channel, make sure to subscribe for more Marvel Strike Force content, and make sure to smash that like button like a boss. Okay, so the first thing I have to mention about Spider-Man big time is that his kit is absolute trash. We'll talk about the kit a little bit later, but this is the second, the third, the fourth Spider-Man that we already have in the game. So if you're releasing like the fourth version of the same character, man, at least make sure that he's very special. And I'm not sure if this guy is very special. They made him an Alliance Wars defense character, which is a character that you cannot play with, which is a game mode that on defense it has very little value. Even Cosmic Crucible defense, it doesn't really matter. And overall, this character is not bringing you any benefits. It's a terrible character for Dark Dimension, it's a questionable character for raids and for other game modes on top of that, like Arena or anything like that. At least for now we still don't see his value. The yellow stars, you get them in a very slow process, while Quicksilver you could get shards every week. For Spider-Man big time you're gonna be able to get shards only every 2 weeks if you stay on the same alliance, because even if you don't stay on the same alliance throughout those 2 weeks, you are gonna lose the chance of getting character shards for this guy. So there are so many problems with him that it doesn't make sense. When you take a look at the kit is just so bad. How can you ask us to have all this problem acquiring this character and getting him up and giving red stars for him, and then this is all we get? It's just so disappointing. Okay, so speaking of the team as a whole, he's part of an Infestation team. There was a blog post where they said more Infestation characters are coming next patch. From the characters they show to us the silhouette of the characters. I'm not exactly sure which character is going to be Infestation. We'll see about that next week. But the characters that we have right now, like the only character that has some value is Black Widow. Every other character is very questionable. They are not usable in raids, they are not usable in Dark Dimension. Very low use in Alliance Wars, very low use in Cosmic Crucible as well. It's quite lame. Yellow Jacket, for example, is okay at best. He does like fluff damage to the enemies, which is very disappointing. A big problem with these characters is that all of them do normal damage. Like, why are you giving us premium characters? Why you want us to invest all these on these super premium characters that are supposed to be used on Alliance Wars defense, and they are useless everywhere else? Like this 400%, because it's not piercing, it's fluff damage. They attack the enemies and they don't do anything. Okay, so Alliance Wars defensive team, Infestation. one of the big problems with Infestation team and why you should maybe not invest in them, it's because they suck. They absolutely suck in Alliance Wars defense, and especially because the way you get up the Spider-Man big time is so slow. I mean, how many months are we supposed to take for this guy to be at 7 yellow stars? Like 9 months? And on top of that, you want us to spend $500 on Dark Promotion credits? It doesn't make any sense. Like, what are these guys thinking? What the developers are thinking? It doesn't make any sense. Okay, so we're gonna come back to compare Spider-Man big time to the other characters that require Dark Promotion credits, but right now I want to show the Infestation team in action. We're going to be facing Infestation at level 95. All these characters that you see right here are on level 95, and some of my characters will be at level 95 as well, like the Nowhere team, but other characters not really. Other characters will be at level 90, and still they slap the Infestation team. So we're gonna watch this on 2x speed so you can save a little bit of time. Don't want to make this video more than 20 minutes. So this is the easiest counter. The Nowhere team hard counters the Infestation team really hard. You stun Spider-Man big time with trauma, with disrupt, and there is nothing the enemies can do to you. Then you just wait a little bit, and it's instantly game over for this team. As soon as Thor takes his turn, it doesn't matter. Thor does piercing damage. The Infestation team doesn't do piercing damage, and you can see right away. While the Infestation team did okay damage after 5 or 6 attacks, Thor alone, just with his special, destroyed everyone. Okay, so now we are using Gamma, we are punching down on Infestation, and you can beat it depending on the way you attack it. Of course, it's a different team, so you have to play it in a different way. Swarm can be quite annoying because he's dodging all the time. Depending on which buffs are flipped on the enemies with Abomination, you might be able to do this faster or not. It's true that Spider-Man big time applies blind to your Red Hulk. You know what? It doesn't matter because the battlefield effect will still deal damage to the enemies. So either way, even if you are blinded, even if you are not taking the most value out of your Red Hulk, you can still do massive amount of damage to the enemies with the battlefield effect. So Red Hulk died, and you are still gonna win because of that battlefield effect, since the Infestation team has no way of clearing the battlefield effect from their side. And those bleeds, I mean, at the beginning they don't hurt, but then they really start to hurt. Okay, so there we go, Gamma. Now we have Darkhold. Darkhold, okay, is Darkhold gonna work on a war defensive team? Well, let's find out. And once again, you have to remember, all the characters that are not Spider-Man big time, they are maxed out. They're absolutely maxed out. Spider-Man big time is the only character that is not maxed out, but it's gonna take ages. It's gonna take ages, absolutely ages, for you to get up this character as a normal player, free-to-play player, even a whale. You have to spend power cores to obtain character shards, but you only get 5. It's absolutely ridiculous. I'm not sure who are they trying to bait with this character. The character is just not good. It's like one of the worst characters they released this year. There were multiple characters that were trash on release, like Kang. But then Kang got reworked, right? Apocalypse also was trash at the release, then got reworked. The Spider-Man big time has to be the absolutely worst character that we have this year. From all the flops that we had on Marvel Strike Force, I think this is it. Okay, so as you can see, Darkhold also destroyed this team once again. All of the Infestation characters are at level 95, and we are beating them with war teams, with arena teams, with other teams that we could even beat them with hybrid teams. I'm not going to show any hybrid teams, but we are using arena team like the Infinity Watch against the Infestation, and this is a punch up. This is actually a punch up if you pay attention to it. Now this match requires some RNG. It's not something I recommend, but I just want to show you that it's possible. My team, my Infinity Watch is level 90, Moondragon is level 85, and the whole enemy team is level 95. Like, it's embarrassing. It's really embarrassing. Once again, they are asking us $500 in Dark Promotion credits, and they are asking the whales thousands of dollars in power cores and refreshes on the store to obtain the Spider-Man Big Time at Big Stars. If you take everything into consideration, you're gonna spend, I don't even know, like if $100 gives you 8,000 power cores, so 8,000 power cores, that's gonna be 50 shards for Spider-Man Big Time, 50 shards. So you need what, 500 shards? 500 shards, so that's gonna be $1,000. $1,000 for shards, 500 shards. It's not even enough to fully unlock the character, and then more $500 minimum on Dark Promotion credits. Okay, so on top of all the teams that we beat at Infestation now, you can use Apocalypse with any team. Apocalypse with any team, and the team will destroy the Infestation. You can see Apocalypse doesn't have energy on the ultimate on the first turn. On the second turn, because he has speed up all the time, he's gonna have energy on the ultimate. And guess what? All these buffs that the Infestation have, all of those buffs, they're gonna flip it into negative effects, and the team is gonna go away very, very easy. Okay, so I'm gonna attack the Black Widow. As you can see, she got destroyed. Apocalypse is still alive. And now just from the bleeds and from the special of Apocalypse, everyone is going to die. So even if you put Apocalypse on a random team like Rebirth, you're gonna be able to destroy the Infestation team. Okay, this is the last team I'm gonna show you. This is some hybrid team with Doctor Doom and with Kang. I use this team to beat Gamma. So we are using other team that can beat Gamma in order to beat another Alliance Wars defensive team. And Kang is amazing against Infestation because all of them get speed up all the time. And as soon as your enemies have speed up, Kang gets like 50% speed bar, plus 5%, plus is extremely fast. So yeah, we are going to destroy the enemies very, very easy mode. Okay, so as you can see, like this Infestation team is absolute trash in Alliance Wars defense. With the time frame of the shards released for Spider-Man Big Time, remember you are getting like 50 shards every 2 weeks. It's gonna take ages. It's gonna take ages for you to maximize this character, between 6 to 9 months. If you are at a low bracket, it's gonna take over a year to maximize this character. And on top of that, you also have to drop $500 worth of red stars and Dark Promotion credits on this guy. Okay, so now we are going to compare the three red star characters with Dark Promotion credits. We have Quicksilver, we have Zombie Iron Man, and we have Spider-Man Big Time. And these characters, to be honest, they are not comparable. They are just so far away from each other, it's quite crazy. Okay, so Zombie Iron Man is good in all game modes. Wherever you use him, wherever you can keep him alive, is going to be great. One of the best features about Zombie Iron Man is that he uses the power of the enemies against themselves, with the bleeds, with the mind controls, and all those things. On top of that, he can apply ability block, he can apply disrupt, he can apply bleed, in all game modes. On top of that, we also have more mind controls, and he can remove charges from enemies. It's crazy. Clears all barrier, applies defense down. If the enemies have bleed, it always crits, and applies defense down for 2 turns. Gets more focus. Characters killed by this ability cannot be revived, and on top of that, as I mentioned, he clears charges away with his ultimate. I think it's only in Alliance Wars, but that's still very important. Passive allows him to revive. He has spawn with defense up, he has all these things. He gives more health for himself and also for the Undying team. So as you can see, like, this guy is amazing, very, very amazing. We have bleed, we have piercing damage, we have all kinds of mechanics that makes this character amazing. In all game modes, it's not only on war defense. He has insane flexibility, tower, raids, Dark Dimension. You can use him on Cosmic Crucible, Alliance Wars offense. You can even use him on Alliance Wars defense if you desire. Not the same thing for our boy Big Time Spider-Man. Quicksilver. A little bit of a controversial character because he is Mystic, so he's kind of hard to get up. But when you take a look at his kit, this character is insane. The same goes for Zombie Iron Man. We are talking about 2 characters that require Dark Promotion credits, and both of these characters are amazing. So clears positive effects, attacks multiple times. He attacks 4 times with his basic, clears positive effects, and on top of that also applies disrupt. All attacks are piercing. So 4 attacks, all of those 4 attacks are piercing. plus additional effects. Then we have the special, more piercing damage with a massive nuke 700%, applies slow, applies defense down, turning winds for 30%, and clears out charges in all game modes. On top of that, also gives defense up and offense up to himself, clears negative effects from himself and enemies and whatever. Like, this character is insane. You might say that his cooldowns are a little bit longer, yes, but he's having 2 turns all the time, so it's not a big deal. Then we have the ultimate. Once again, clears all negative effects from himself, attacks all enemies for piercing damage, applies random negative effects to the enemies, applies vulnerabilities, clears positive effects, and gains evades, gains counters, gains more charges, which will give him more turns, and the attack is unavoidable, cannot be blocked, cannot be countered. How can we even compare it? How can we even compare this character to Spider-Man Big Time? Spider-Man Big Time is so trash. It's absolutely trash. On top of everything, Quicksilver is also going to summon Scarlet Witch that will heal up the entire team, that will apply negative effects to the enemies, and that will also counterattack the enemies. On his passive, he gains more charges, he gains more focus per charge, he applies speed bar whenever he gets slow and clears the slow, gains death proofs, heals himself, like so many things. It's absolutely insane when we compare both the Quicksilver and Zombie Iron Man to Spider-Man Big Times. Characters with both similar release methods, but Spider-Man Big Time is just so garbage. Basic damage, like no piercing damage on the basic. He applies it says he applies defense up +1. It's actually not true. He just applies defense down. The defense up, the defense downs don't stack. This is a big problem. If you want to apply multiple defense downs, it doesn't work. It really doesn't work. It's very, very trash. Then we have this clear revive, apply stealth mode and apply sound mode. It doesn't matter, it's trash. The reduce of the armor, the increase of dodge chance, it's not enough. We have the original Spider-Man with more dodge chance than this guy. It doesn't make any sense. Attacks the enemy with highest speed for normal damage, not piercing, normal damage. Okay, bro. Okay, but the attack is unavoidable and cannot be blocked. Okay, that's gonna be very important with that normal damage. Normal damage, very low multiplier as well. Quicksilver had multipliers of 700 and 500%. This guy has 350 normal damage. What the hell is this shit? Like, this character is so bad. $500 in that promotion credits? Are you fucking kidding me? And then we have the ultimate. Attacks on enemies for 300 fluff damage, 300% fluff damage, flips all negative effects in one target, applies disrupt. It doesn't say, but it also applies trauma. Oh my god, like, he's so trash. On top of that, if he has charged, and he only gains charge in Alliance Wars defense, and only if you have 4 Infestation characters. Only if you have 4 Infestation characters. So if you don't have the full team, it's not even a hybrid character for Alliance Wars defense. This character is just so bad, it's very, very hard to understand what the hell is going on here. The stats are somewhat good, but compared to Quicksilver and compared to Zombie Iron Man, the stats are pretty much the same. And that's pretty much it. Like, the passive, it's okay, you get speed bar and so on, but the speed bar you get compared to the speed and the buffs that Quicksilver are getting, double turns all the time, it doesn't make any sense. So you can see right here that he's only going to get charge if he has the full team. Onward defense, if this character has 4 or more Infestation allies, gain charge. So you need to have the full Infestation team in order for this character to work. Okay, so as you can see, this character is absolute dog shit. It's just the way it is. I don't understand how they can ask $1,000 plus to the whales to unlock this character to 5 or 6 yellow stars. Then on top of that, $500 plus on dark promotion credits for red stars. And then we have a mediocre, it's not even mediocre, it's just so garbage. It's just so garbage in all game modes. And once again, on Alliance Wars defense, we already have counters available that completely destroy this character. So I really don't understand what the hell is going on. But you guys let me know in the comments below what you think about Spider-Man Big Time. Do you really believe the rumors that he's really going to get a rework and he's going to have synergies with the next legendary Black Cat? I'm not sure about that. The only information that we have on this is the thumbnail of a video that has both of them there. But beyond that, we don't know for sure. So I would really appreciate if you guys would leave your thoughts in the comments below and let me know what you think of this guy. Did you find a good use for him beyond Alliance Wars defense? So that's gonna be the video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to smash that like button, and if you found the video helpful, make sure to share it to your friends on Facebook and Discord. If you're new to my channel, make sure to subscribe for more Marvel Strike Force content, and I'll catch you guys later.